high position there.
Oh, come on, it's fun to go upwind. No, it's not. Hey Ryan, here's your dinner. Bon appetit, that's French food. Enjoy. Oh, shit. Alrighty, look at this. Sunny morning.
Sunday morning. It's over.
Well, it's over for now. We've been both able to take like 2 hours of sleep towards the end of the night. That's been like probably 18 hours or 24 hours that we had not sleep. So it was a tough night, but now feeling rested. Ryan has been tidying the deck. Look at this clean cockpit. I've been removing like hundreds and hundreds of litter from the inside of the boat, and now time to do a little bit of personal hygiene that has been a bit forgotten over the last few days.
I'll join you for a toothbrush.
Wet wipes, bit of toothbrush, and we'll pass the land, and in an hour, 2 hours, something like this, we'll be able to get weather, because also that's the fun part of this. All the other boats have a sat phone and data package, so they can download weather whenever they want and be informed if there is a change course. We don't, so when we near to land, we get 4G connection and eventually get weather and all that.
It's working so far.
Right, it's working because we're racing around islands, so eventually at some point you get close to shore. But yeah, no, the fun isn't over, because now soon it's gonna be picking up a little and then dying, and then we'll be in the middle of the channel with no wind. It's gonna be a anchor game around. Alright, cleany.
Up there. Here, Nick. I had so much salt in my eyes last night.
Cassoulet au confit de canard, petit déjeuner des champions. Ça envoie du bois. Hey Ryan, aren't we having a great time in the English Channel?
Not as good as the last time.
How many times have I sworn myself never ever to come back to sail in the English Channel? I don't know. Yet here I am, in English Channel, under the rain, beating. Gotta love it, huh? Well, yesterday and the day before we've been beating into quite often 25 to 30 knots of wind. And now, guess what? It's Spinnaker time. And this, how much wind there is? Nothing. That's Canadian for really not much. And the last 1/5 of the race is going to take us 2 days. Ooh! Good part of all this is that, look, 1, 2, 3, 2 other behind them. We catch up with the fleet, with the guys in front. So that's good. Another chance to come back in the mix. We have our Canadian native there, looking really pictorial, really cinematic, really dramatic, I would say. in front of the sunrise.
Big finish.
I say we should drive. You say we shouldn't. What I see is everyone stuck there and fresh wind there. Still coming up. It does look more dark over there, that's good. Right, so it looks like we're going this direction, but we're not. We're going over there because there's current pulling us this way. And we're hoping that the guys over there... Oh shit, they just got some wind. We don't know, we don't know.
The breeze is looking pretty full there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at this, he's doing his wind whisperer thing. Heading up slightly.
There we go, nice.
Ryan is focused. Ryan decided to not sleep for the next 48 hours of race. I'm going to go to get some rest. Because at some point you'll pass out. He's capable of that. I'm not that crazy, my friend. Well, as you can tell, it's been raining a lot these past few days. so we're kind of drying the kit pretty much everywhere we can because everything is wet and salty for a really long time, I think. And Barky?
Also,
Anything to add?
also wet and salty, Ryan, yes. Not so wet and salty, yeah.
When you are going away. Ready on the Harriet? Ready? Right, head up. Ease a bit the running back stay. Okay, take back tension. Because the last few days we've been doing mostly beating into 30 knots. Now we're playing a bit. We were trying to luff with a A4. We did a peeling to Jenniker. That went rather smoothly. Isn't it?
It was beautiful. Glad we got it on tape.
Pretty fun and yeah. But yeah, now really nice. Really nice.
A few moments later.
Well, not much wind really. There is actually some wind, but also lots of current. So it looks like we're moving at like 4 knots. We're actually moving at like 0.5 knots. We're trying to keep the boat moving. We've ballasted everyone, including Ryan in his sleeping bag, and everything on the leeward side, forward. It's tough because we had made really good gains coming back from like 20th position to 14 or 16 or 12, I don't know, but coming back really well. It's only about 150 miles or 180 miles to finish the race, but at this pace, still like 3 or 4 days, and the forecast is not looking good at all. So surprise, surprise.
As the sun disappeared, so did the wind. Current in this area are nasty. Up to 5-6 knots is the norm. Without ability to go anywhere, we were being pulled on the west side of Guernsey. But this island was a race mark, and we had to leave it to port. So we had to take the infamous decision of trying to anchor in 40 plus meters of water and several knots of current. The class 40s are not quite made to anchor. We have no davit or anything in the front of the boat to rest the chain, and it's more common to drop anchor from the back.
Going. Oh no, we're still drifting.
Yeah, but I don't know, is that water speed or?
No, that's GPS. We need to add more warmth.
Yeah, no.
So
Let's just use the spin halyard we were using.
yeah, it's on the Gennaker. We're gonna use the spin sheet.
Is that everything else in that?
We have mooring lines, but they don't get the shackle. The spin sheet won't touch the ground. It would be in open water. No.
Yeah, everything. We need everything.
That's the attitude.
This is gonna snap soon. Where's the end of this? Where's the end of this? It's the way the You mean the main hooked?
The man caught up some wind, loaded up
And what though? It's got to load up on something.
on just the drag of the resistance of the fucking 60 meter line dropping. See? I don't know, I'm not feeling it. We're gonna brake sheet and stuff. Yeah, let's abort this mission before it's too late.
Let's maybe do that. Get it up.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn.
It was clearly a failed attempt, but we didn't lose any finger nor anchor, and only some sweat and back pain to report. Not long after we finished tidying up, a slight breeze picked up, and we could at least fight against the current.
Alright, first mooring in the race, successfully attempted.
Successfully? No, definitely not successfully.
Well, we attempted successfully. We did
Attempted,
not
yes.
succeed successfully.
Attempted.
So yep, we're doing good on our comeback, but suddenly no more wind and lots of current. We tried to anchor in 60 meters. It's not as easy as it sounds. So yeah, now the wind is gonna pick up and we're gonna leave here sailing. Think about it.
Oh, waking up is every time a little bit more difficult. And it's cold now. Was quite disappointed at yesterday.
But since this morning, Ryan has been doing his thing, and we're back into contact. We're fighting with Brian and a guy called Nestine. Maybe today we'll have a beer.
Have a beer?
Maybe today.
The last bridge is like 5 o'clock.
Okay, we're not having a beer today.
No, but
We'll have a beer tomorrow. Yesterday we had about 180 miles to cover at the same time of the day. Today we have about
79.
No, a bit more. 120. Let's see if we make it.
Race is going until, and anything can happen until Guernsey. And then I guess they went up there to look for wind, but they're doing extra miles from what I can see.
Okay, let's do a quick tack. So we tack, count to 3, tack again. Just want to gain a little bit, but then there's an obstruction there.
Okay.
How do you want?
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, second.
Okay, go. Go.
Yeah, we got breeze line for another minute. When you're ready.
Ready? Yeah, go. Flip it. Sorry?
I hit my mark perfectly.
Gonna pass. Yeah. Gonna pass over an obstruction. I think it's okay because the next thing is 5 meter and we have 3.2 meter. We can also bear away slightly to. So stay there, I'll bear away slightly. Bearing away. How is that?
The channel in between Guernsey and the little island next to it is really narrow. Facing strong currents, you have to picture it as a river, with strong currents in the middle and deepest parts, and lighter current on the shallower parts on the sides, and also eddy currents behind rocks and obstacles. So in order to make gains in such conditions, you need to sail as close to shore as possible, in order to take advantage of the lighter currents or even eddy currents. Like in many other fields, the more risk you take, the more rewarding it is, until you run aground.
Okay, come on the course.
Bring up the poles. Alright, do you have any direct danger?
No, we're good.
Alright, come back on the helm. Been doing really good speed, so get the motor on.
That thing fucking went haywire as soon as it starts turning. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, it's looking a bit glassy ahead. More pressure to the left.
We need to wait 1 minute before tacking.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, you usually coming last. That was fun.
Well, yeah, that's one way to do it.
Woo! Was it the first time you went through Guernsey?
How did I know? Like that? Yes, it was.
It was the first time I was, and quite an epic experience. But I think we did well. So far, so good.
There's a chance now. There is a chance. I thought we were post-mortem, but
Ryan has been mourning since yesterday, about 6 p.m. But he's back alive now, back from the dead. It doesn't really matter how hard the race was and how much you wanted to, stop sailing forever during the race. If the final of the race is a nice spinnaker run, 100% sure that's the only thing you'll remember. All the part where you struggle, you'll be like, yeah, it was hard. And that's it. Crazy sailing, eh? Look at that. Spinnaker, nice breeze, no wave. And it's cloudy, but it's not raining, which by our standards is a lot. Yeah. Alright, we have I think 40-50 miles to the finish line. And I hope that by tonight we're having a beer in Caen. Oui. That's my goal. This and not letting this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy pass. That's pretty fun. Right, go.
A few moments later.
So believe it or not, but the same day as before. It said that this morning it was all grey and miserable, and now it's sunny. And not miserable. Yeah, we thought we were terrible yesterday and we came back strong. And we're in the bay. Let's not jinx it, everything can happen. But it's looking good. We're still with the group we were yesterday and more towards the front. So that's good.
Yep, third is the goal of our group over the line.
Sort of our group, we don't know who arrived earlier. So it's also time for the last lunch on board. Because the arrivals is always the same. You're almost there, but you're not there. Like the last bay is always taking forever. It's filming.
Looking at me? You looking at me?
Ryan, when you're gonna be the first Canadian to the Vendée Globe, you need to document this. You need to learn how to use the GoPro.
Figured out which button was the record one. That was my
It's recording already.
tick. I know that.
So normally, the 60 miles before the end of a race happen like this. You arrive, you're doing 10 knots, so you're like, sweet, we'll be there in 6 hours. Then suddenly, you're doing 6 knots only, and you'll be like, it's okay, we'll be there in 10 hours. And then you're doing 3 knots. 2.8, precise. You see where I'm going to. Look how focus is.
$145 is your direct line.
Our Canadian friend is not happy.
Lock this.
Yeah.
You're not unfurl the A1.
Yeah.
Go forward.
To try to go for the 20. Start rolling the Genoa! By hand you can? You grind on Janaker? Good. Awesome job man. Good job on making turns. Keep going, keep going. They're not gonna make it. There's gonna be a photo finish. Look at this. Looks like we're gonna try to beat them on the night.
You gonna get him?
Huh?
You gonna get him?
I think they're gonna miss the line, actually.
What?
But they cannot be small. They walking sideways. He's got it. All right, you won that one. By your hair.
Fuck, so close.
Alright, East Traveler.
Yeah.
East Traveler, I'm gonna make speed to cross the line as quick as possible.
Good, baby.
Yes!
Let's go, buddy.
So good! Very good way. Oh man, what a finish! Best tasting beer ever!
Oh, buddy, give me a hug, man. That was awesome. Good race, man. Great race.
Oh, what a race!
What a final 24 hours. I cannot get over that.
Isn't it that right now it doesn't feel that we spent what, a week, 6 days at sea?
Yep.
We tired as shit, eat like terrible food, but yet here we are, not tired, just the excitement of arriving.
Couldn't be more
And
alive.
we'll do it again.
And we'll do it again. Cheers to that, buddy.